Which creature is more majestic, the unicorn or the narwhal? Ooh! What team are you going to pick, Pearl? Team Unicorn, baby! Unicorns are the most powerful being in existence. Well, yeah, except for the fact that they aren't real. Yeah, well, neither are narwhals. Narwhals are totally real. What, you think narwhals are real? Like they're just whales with magical horns poking out of their heads? Are you all hearing this right now? No, seriously, my landlord is a narwhal. I talked to him yesterday when I dropped off my rent check. We got to talking about his horn, and turns out it's actually a giant tooth. He said he brushes it with a toothbrush 3 times a day. So narwhals have a giant face tooth? You're really committed to this fake narwhal thing. Narwhals are real! How do you not know this? Okay, Marina, have fun with your fake whale. If you need me, I'll be flying on my unicorn through a million rainbows! I need to find a new job. Which side are you on? Head over to the Splatfest terminal and join the team. You could probably hear me smiling during that, but like, this is honestly one of my favorite Splatfest announcements ever. The dialogue is just so good. Hello, everybody, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 2 Splatfest. In today's episode, it's going to be June 2019, as we'll be taking care of Narwhal versus Unicorn, and this is one of my favorite songs ever. I just love this song so much. I know we've listened to it so many times during this Splatfest Let's Play thingy. But still, I've been Flo. This is easily one of my favorite Splatoon songs ever. But anyway, let's talk about the Splatfest, because we have a lot to go over. So, this Splatfest happened from June 15, 2019 to June 16, 2019. It was so close to happening on my birthday. Why couldn't it have been just a couple of days earlier? Oh well. But anyway, now let's talk about the international versions. So, the European version of the Splatfest was Kid versus Grown Up. And the Japanese, well, the Kid versus Grown Up Splatfest thingy happened from the same days as the other one, so I don't know why I'm trying to read that. But the other one was a No Pineapple versus Pineapple. This one happened from June 15, 2019 to, well, is this like the first time that all the Splatfests happened at the same time? Because usually they happen weeks apart. I was looking through the Splatoon wiki page to double check my notes on the dates, and they were all the same date, so like, that's kind of weird. But anyway, so I gotta say, the artwork of No Pineapple versus Pineapple, this is amazing. This artwork is amazing, where like Pearl is just looking at Marina, and you can see all the pineapples and things like that, and it just looks so epic. It's really, really fun. But speaking of artwork, so the one with Unicorn versus Narwhal, I gotta say, I really like this one. Because, like, you see Marina and Pearl, and they're on unicorns and narwhals and things like that, and it just looks really cool. And, I don't know, I just really like the artwork for this one. So, that brings me to the point that I'd like to make, and I don't know if this is, like, an unpopular opinion or anything like that, but I gotta say, why are unicorns considered girly? Because you think a horse with a giant horn on its head that can, like, stab things, do you think that'd be considered, like, a masculine thing? But no, unicorns are always considered girly and things like that. And I like unicorns, because, like, it's literally a horse with a sword on its head. It can like, stab things. It can, like, poke people to death. But, yeah, I think I went with, did I go with Team Unicorn or Team Narwhal? I don't even remember at this point. I think I went with Team Narwhal because of waifu bias and things like that, so yeah. Waifu bias for the win. Woo! Ah, this one! The shifting station, yes! I love this one! This is Furler in the Ashes. Had to be very careful, my SH is right there. So, this one, oh boy. This is my favorite Splatoon stage. That sentence is over. I like this one more than Moray Towers. I didn't think that was possible, but it happened. I love this stage. This one is so cool. It has the verticality of Moray Towers. It has the Rolenium of 50 stage layouts. And it has the water gimmick from that one stage in the first game that didn't return in this one, and it made me really sad. Mario Man Resort, that's what I was thinking of. We'll see that in a moment. But this has everything! It is so cool! This is easily my favorite Splatoon stage in the entire series, and I didn't think anything could beat Moray Towers, but it did. I love this stage. Alright, so enough about that, because there's one thing I like to talk about with the kid versus grown-up Splatfest, because the dialogue for this one is pretty fun. So, like, I won't have the entire thing on screen or anything like that, but the dialogue is basically about Pearl and Marina talking about the perks of being a kid versus being an adult. Pearl's talking about how she enjoys nap times and things like that and hates working 9 to 5. But then Marina talks about the perks of being an adult, where, like, you get to be financially independent and things like that. And I gotta say, as somebody who's recently moved out and is living on their own now, this one speaks to me, because, like, there were days where I really do miss the days where I was home and things like that, but living independently is kind of sweet. So, like, okay, financial things are very stressful, and I don't like that part. But also being able to, like, save up your money for things that are, like, nice and things like that, it's a very rewarding experience. So, like, for example, one of my goals right now is I'm trying to collect all the lightsabers at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is a very expensive goal. But whenever I get a new lightsaber, it just feels so worth it, you know, because, like, you spend a long time working towards that goal, and then it finally happens, and it's just such a good feeling. So even though there are days where I miss being a kid and things like that, it is nice to be an adult and things like that. So one more thing I'd like to say about this Splatfest was that when it was announced, I kind of didn't really like the idea of it, because I was like, great, this is a Splatfest that's going to happen during the month of my birthday, and it's all girly and things like that. No, this one's going to suck. But actually, this one was a really fun Splatfest. I really liked the theme of it. Like, I ended up liking it a lot by the time it ended. And just look at this! Look at this! Ah, that's such a beautiful sight. If only it was 64%, this would have been the perfect match. But yes, I love this stage. This is my favorite one. I'm sorry, Moray Towers, but this one has got you beat. Blam, ba-bam! Narwhal! Way to go, Team Narwhal. I knew we could do it. I guess Team Unicorn was too busy tooting their own horns to show up. Yeah, nice one, Marina. Pearl? You feeling okay? You ever just feel like something big is coming? It's almost like the end is near. Yeah, I feel it too. Whatever happens, we'll always have each other's backs, right? Yeah. If you participate in the Splatfest, your prizes are waiting in the square. The end is indeed approaching. But not quite so soon. The next episode is going to be a bit different. In the next episode, we'll be taking care of Super Mushroom vs. Superstar, which was a bonus Splatfest that happened after the canonical final one. This Splatfest will also be talking about rematches that happened throughout 2020. So that's going to be something that's going to be pretty interesting. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Splatoon 2 Splatfest, and next time, later to you.